Hi, and welcome.
I'm Z.
And I'm Keith.
And we're going to tell you about the movie that we just watched. But first, a little bit of a heads up.
Some of the movies we watch deal with heavy subject matters.
In order to talk about these emotionally delicate things and the heavy subject matters that we sometimes cover, we add humor and crude language to add some levity and to process our own trauma.
If that doesn't feel fun or safe for you, we completely understand. Please take care of yourself first and foremost.
And we spoil the end of pretty much every movie that we watch.
Now you know. On with the show.
Well, you loved the movie, didn't you?
Mm-hmm.
You were like, we have a winner for the month.
Yeah, no need to watch any other films.
We can just quit the podcast, honestly. I didn't hate it as much as you did. That's all.
Prove it.
So no one dies in the movie, which is always a negative for me.
Yeah.
Whoa. You fed me broccoli, that's for sure.
Sorry.
It's okay.
I know I did it wrong.
No. I mean, my farts smell like broccoli.
No, I know. I know what you meant.
Man, when I was so scared when I had to take a pee test at the doctor the other day and I farted in the bathroom. I was like, I'm going to wait till I'm on the toilet and I'm going to fart into the toilet so that it doesn't go anywhere else. But I had to spread my legs to pee in the cup. So I sat down, I farted, and then it was Pandora's shitbox. And it was like, I've not eaten eggs or anything with eggs in it for years. And you would not know that. You would be very certain that eggs were a staple of my diet had you been in that bathroom with me.
I'm telling you, it's chickpeas.
It really is. It really is.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Well, sorry that I fucking can't get enough.
Me too. Me too.
And then you fed me broccoli, and I said, oh, now it's broccoli farts that my farts smell like. My farts smell like a broccoli farted. You know what I mean? And then I ate that, and then I'm farting what could be, I said, Anyway, what's this called? My Best Friend is a Vampire. Funny title because it is from the perspective of the vampire. So so the title is misleading.
Also, who gives a shit about that friend? He sucks. I mean, he's only mildly funny.
Yeah.
At times.
Yeah, it was a little bit. I don't know why they thought it was the friend that was the vampire. That makes zero sense because they were in the room.
Oh, because they're dumb and bungling.
With the child when he was getting his neck sucked.
They can't tell the difference? They knew that he left in that car, so maybe they just...
But they busted in and they saw that kid's whole dong.
Such that it was.
Yeah. Like they saw him.
I like that early on. It's like, when was the last time you got laid? Also, these are high school students.
I know.
And Robert Sean Leonard's character says, at so-and-so's party in the closet.
Yeah.
I'm not sure that counts. Whatever happened in there?
Yeah. They boffed and then they fucked or whatever.
Exactly. Thank you.
Like, it's one of those things where you're like, I always find it really interesting because movies will be like, and TV will be like, it's been 3 months since I've had sex. And I'm like, why is that like Like, why are you, like, that's a very confusing thing to me to be like, it's been so long since I've had sex. How long? 3 months. And you're like, that's like, I don't know.
If you're single, I don't think that doesn't seem like that much.
Right. It's not that long. It just calm the fuck down.
If you're not dedicating your life to having sex.
Yeah, I know. And also,
I
like,
don't know.
I always found it really confusing when people are like,
I mean, I wouldn't say it's fun.
it's not right. It's not like,
I personally don't wish to go 3 months without having sex, but
neither do I. But I mean, you know, lucky for you,
I just feel like it's all over the map as far as like
Well, yeah.
what's the norm. And also, man, I'm sure there were a whole, dissertation, doctoral theses about 80s teenage, what a teenager is in a movie from the 80s. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
'Cause- being, what I grew up on.
Yeah.
I wanted to say weaned, but you're weaned off, right?
Yeah.
Like, what's the term?
Yeah.
Nursed,
Yeah. Spoon fed.
breastfed.
There we go. We figured it out.
I mean, of course, I just had a warped. That's.
I mean, it was for me, like, I never had like a great, like, it was always confusing for me because like the idea of having any amount of sex in high school grossed me out. Like, I didn't want to have sex with anyone.
I mean,
when I was in high school, but I was like, I'm not fully mature yet in my body, and it weirded me out to think. So, I was so grossed out by the idea of like me and another prepubescent child rubbing together. I'm like, oh my God, that's so gross. Like, how could I want to do that? Like, I was very hyper aware of the fact that I was like not an adult yet, and I was like, ugh.
Yeah, so that's should be normal, and the fact that it's sort of romanticized / fetishized, especially in this era, is kind of what I'm talking about.
Right? Yeah, it's so weird. It's so weird to think of like.
It's also
I'm 15. Oh my God.
It's how teenage girls are represented. Sure, like at the time, I know ages change. Like when people go through puberty, changes.
Right.
And there's various factors.
For sure.
Most of it's about government control of. No, I'm just kidding. But anyway, whatever. It's just a distorted thing that if you're
it's always so funny, and like I feel like in 80s movies especially it would be like you're about to turn 16 and you're still a virgin, and it's 100%. Like, wow,
no, which is
my
definitely
God.
I directly felt that pressure. At that age, I'm like, oh God, If I don't do it, I'm going to lose it forever. The chevrons are locking me.
Yeah. It's like this sort of like you have to be like hypersexual by the time you're 15, and like. I was just so grossed out. I mean, I was saving myself for Tim Daly, Martin Donovan, Keanu Reeves, any inappropriate adult male that I, inappropriately adult compared to me being a teenager.
Right.
That was the only thing I was interested in. I was like, I want a highly inappropriate relationship with someone. But at the same time, if that was like what, in my head, that was like the ideal. But in reality, if someone even remotely acted like I was not repulsive, I was like, you're a pedophile, and that's disgusting. Because I was like, there's nothing. But
it's also accurate.
That's
correct. No offense.
Yeah. No, but that's what I'm saying. Like, I cannot emphasize enough how not adult I looked. Like at 15, people thought I was like prepubescent. Like I did not have boobs. I had only had my period.
When we met, I thought you were a teenager.
I had only had my period for like 6 months when I turned 15, if that. Like I was a late bloomer, to say the least. And like, not that I'm complaining about that, but like, nobody wants to get their period at 8, like some poor girls do. Mm-hmm. But like, I was aware. I was like, I look really young. I looked youthful, and it was always like, I was like, I don't want people to look at me. I don't want, but like a lot of it was like, I felt insecure, but some of it was like, I know that I don't want people to think that I think
right.
I look like I should be. Like, I didn't like wearing bikinis because I felt like I looked like a child in them, but I also didn't want to wear a one piece because I was like, oh, this is worse because now I look like a tall toddler. Yeah, right. So like I would wear like two piece, like full, like
tankini.
Yeah, because I was like like
one piece.
Yeah, literally. Like I would like boy shorts. Like I was like, I'm not wearing bikinis. I mean, for one, also I had stretch marks everywhere. Hello, heads. Hypermobile Ehlers-Danlos.
Thank you.
It's a symptom. I weighed maybe 80 pounds at most at 15. Not exaggerating. No joke. Mm-hmm. All my bones were visible. I had no boobs. I had stretch marks all over my thighs. Well, all over my hips. And I was just like, I felt so extremely like awkward. And I was like, this isn't the body of like a sexual person. Like, plus I had my own sexual trauma to deal with that, I hadn't even started to. So bonus. Like, yeah. So I was like, ugh. So it was always like very, very like weird for me to like watch these movies where like I did love, 16 Candles and shit like that. I loved all those movies. But it was also like, I'm like, who as a 15-year-old is doing this? Like, I was so like baffled, like why? Like, I know I had friends that were like, all I want to do is have sex. And I'm like, why though? Like, it was so confusing.
Well, I mean, I feel like that's just hormones. That's what your body's telling you to do. But
I mean, I was devoid of that. There was that. I had like I was like very analytical, and I was just like, I don't think so. No.
Well, what feels gross retrospectively is that why is John Hughes
right? Yeah.
continuing to make these movies and surrounding himself with people in their late teens, early 20s, and I've never heard anything about him being inappropriate. Yeah, but it's also like
I mean, I understand it in the sense of like
it just feels like there's something. It just feels like those things where a director is working out their trauma or not actually working it out. They're just frozen. In something
for sure. Like I get it. It was like they were making a lot of money, but then you go back, you watch them, and you're like, this is not good. Like, this isn't even 16 Candles. I'm like, why did that get made?
It's also, I know. But then I also think about like, okay, these are people in their early 20s playing teenagers, which there's a reason that happens.
Exactly.
Right?
I'm not complaining.
Legal reasons, you don't want to depict. You don't want to have. Yeah. The thing is that it's arbitrary where the cutoff is. We talked about this with like blaming on Rio and shit because it's like, oh, here's an 18-year-old girl who just turned 18. Right. It's not like suddenly on your 18th birdie, as I like to call it for short.
80 birdie.
On your 80 birdie, yeah.
Right, you suddenly,
your temporal lobe or whatever part of it is your brain that does suddenly
is an adult.
A ripe stone fruit.
Yeah.
So
your frontal lobe has fully matured, and now you're
right. So people act like, oh yeah, it's fine. I think I don't know. You understand? It takes 30 seconds of analysis to see the complexity of the ethics.
Yeah, right.
And how they can go bad.
Yeah.
At any point.
Yeah.
But what I think about is these people who look older than the characters they're playing. You know, they look sexually mature.
Yeah.
And by sexually mature, I just mean like have finished puberty.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No,
like,
right. They don't look like they're literally 15 years old.
Correct. Like they're used to wearing bras.
Bras.
But then, like, I think about, like, the age I was watching those because that only appeals to people who don't know what... I mean, like, if you're a teenager, it's not cool to watch teenagers.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Because that's cringe.
Yeah.
Or whatever. You know, it's like, oh.
Yeah.
You're watching people older.
Yeah.
So it's like junior high and younger, you know, watching, like, oh, this is what it's going to be like, you know, like... So that's a real...
Yeah.
That's almost like 2 generations of like displacement from reality is what it feels like to me.
Yeah. I like the idea of teenagers not being like shamed or, you know, I think there's like a balance that needs to happen where it's like not portraying teenagers as just like, oh, I need to get laid because that's like fucking weird language and like that doesn't really need to be stuff that we say as adults even necessarily because but also like there shouldn't be this pressure to like, you know, not, you know, to like pretend that you don't have like, you know, teenagers can't really help their fucking hormones and shit going ape shit. So like I like
that's why I don't believe in puberty blockers.
So like there's no real like I think, you know, it's fine to like show teenagers being like, oh, who would you want to have sex with at school? Like who would you want to go on a date with? Like when she's like asking the girl, I can't remember what her name is. Darla. When she's like, you know, this guy, and she's like, ugh, you know, I liked that because I'm like, that felt more relatable to me. Like, cause I was like, oh yeah, that thing where like someone's like, okay, tell me anyone that you're attracted to. And you're like, you know, but like also like they're listing the people they think are attractive, you know, like this guy, this guy, you know? So it's like this, you know, it shows like that, like sexuality when you're a teenager is kind of like, oh, you know, like it's kind of a mix of stuff. And you know,
especially when not unlike Risky Business, this film starts with him describing a dream he's had, has.
Yeah. And also, there's no explanation for the dream. The way that it's very funny to me because the way that he talks about Darla versus the cheerleader girl is very weird because he's like, she's who I should be attracted to, but instead I like Darla, who's basically a barf bag dressed in clothes or whatever he says.
But for some unknown reason, I can't keep my eyes off Darla Blake. Musical prodigy. Juilliard candidate, perhaps, but not what you would call centerfold material. In fact, Darla Blake is not someone you would call. Period.
This is not, I'm like, that's not, what are you talking about? Like that sort of like thing where
I think there's like, an argument made here, a subtextual argument to be made. And I don't think I'm not saying it's. I feel like people love to do this, you know, as like a gotcha. It's like, it's on the level of like, oh, every Republican congressperson is secretly a gay man.
Yeah.
You know, every man that's
every
Republican conservative congressperson passing these legislations about the sanctity of marriage is actually
a gay man
on the DL.
Yeah.
It's almost that level, but it's like there's a subtext here about homosexuality, which is that Darla is kind of boyish in that she's got a short hair.
She has one short hair.
And later in the movie, like in the third act, basically, the parents become convinced that what's going on for him is that he's gay.
Yeah. Also, I love the fact that, like...
I love that they never suspect that, like, he's having feelings for his best friend.
He's not gay with his best friend. Yeah. He's gay with an old man that gave him a car.
Right. Played by
René Auberjonois.
So yeah, let's run to the cast because we haven't.
Yeah.
We got René. as MODOK.
Yeah,
Mordecai. It's MODOK, I think.
Yeah.
Which is like a Marvel character.
I fucking don't know.
Robert Sean Leonard.
Yeah, he plays best friend.
No.
That's a vampire.
Oh, I see. Yes. The titular.
The titular. Yeah. The titular. There's the one of the members of the Real Housewives of Dallas, Texas, or whatever it is. Houston, Texas.
Is Darla? Is that right?
No.
Or the cheerleader?
No, the cheerleader.
Jeremy Capello is Robert Sean. Candy Andrews. Oh, we got Fanny Flagg, author of Fried Green Tomatoes at the Whistle Stop Cafe. The movie adaptation of which starred Catherine Bates,
who has a cameo in this.
Yeah, is it fair to call it a cameo?
No, it's a pre-fame cameo.
Man, when was Kathy Bates not working though? Like,
she wasn't.
What did we see her in where she's like was that Men Don't Leave?
I think so, yeah.
Like, it's insane. It's one of those that's like, for me, feels like a Mandela effect where it's like, did y'all, it's like Forrest Gump. Did y'all go back and insert Kathy Bates into all these movies? What? I wasn't aware of her before Misery, I don't think.
Yeah, I mean, that was when I was like 8, so I wouldn't have been. I want to read you. Wait,
can we finish with, we got David Warner. Madred is his name. Do they ever say his name?
I don't know.
Of Five Lights fame. Five Lights.
I'm too focused on Patrick Stewart's side blit and that epi.
100.
I'd like to read this trivia though, just real quick.
Okay.
2 of the actors went on to act in various Star Trek franchise. René Auberjonois as Odo in Star Trek Deep Space Nine, and David Warner in various roles, such as Gul Madrid in Star Trek The Next Generation. But I like that 2 of the actors went on to act in various Star Trek franchise.
Mm-hmm.
Various Star Trek franchise.
You got them on grammar.
But the actors in what? This film?
Yes.
They don't say that. They don't say that. Anyway. And then...
Fanny Flagg.
Yeah, you said Fanny Flagg.
I know. And Grimdyke. What's his deal? He was in something else.
Who? Corinne Dyke?
Grimdyke.
Oh, that's his... Oh,
that's
my
Warner's
God.
sidekick.
Sorry. Every time I try to scroll, it just takes me to a different window, and that's enraging. He was in
Office Space.
Paul Wilson?
Yeah.
Grimsdyke. Fucking...
See what I'm saying about the homosexual undertone? Oh, remember when the guy says, I'll probably get homosexually raped in prison.
Yes. Thank you. I was like, God, I want to remember this. I need to bring this up tomorrow.
Cops? Our lives are over. And we're talking prison. We're talking homosexual rape by convicts named Bruno. Hey.
He doesn't have a picture, Ralph.
That's Ralph, okay.
Leanne Locken is like the second one on this, and I don't even know if she has any dialogue in the film. Evan Moran. Yeah, I tried to look him because I was like, he looks familiar, and I was like, well, he's not been in anything. So
he was a paramedic in Seven, and Steph in Fight Club.
Oh God.
Yeah. Yeah, but that was most of the biggies. It's just wild to see Renee. Also, I'm sure this is about like film to VHS to digital transfer or whatever. But the makeup was so
awful,
distracting for me in this film. At the end,
so bad.
At the end, when they're all in the graveyard or whatever, I feel like the way they have Renee made up is like he may as well be Joel Grey in Cabaret. It's like
yeah. No,
it's like a 1930s version of what a homosexual performer is.
Yes,
he's directly going to be put into drag.
Yeah.
and once Jeremy is bitten, he looks like a ventriloquist dummy to me.
Yes. Also,
or
Robert,
the mime companion of the dean on China, Illinois. Who I want to call Peewa, but that's St. Cloud's albino companion.
Robert Sean Leonard in this, I mean, was he actually 15? Because
I know
it was jarring. Like, I was like, this
they show him
child,
topless, and he's just like...
He's so
concave.
Infant. He looks so baby in this movie. It was, like, jarring to see.
He would have been, like, 26.
No.
1969.
No way.
Wait. Sorry, I'm wrong. Is that right?
69. Oh, he's 17. Okay. I was like, wait, I didn't know what year this movie came out. So I was like, I don't know how to do that.
87.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
My bad.
Yeah, you would have been 17. Okay. Infantile. He looks like a baby, and
he really does.
I do like the part where he,
especially compared to Ralph, who I don't know what age that guy was, but like. He's convincingly in his early 20s.
Yeah, he's convincingly. He's convincingly not actually in high school.
I do appreciate his suspender game, though. That is very of the time.
Yeah,
also
fair. I like the part where he says, it's like at the beginning he says something to a girl, just like walking, and she just slaps the shit out of him.
Yeah.
Sex without guilt is the greatest. Hi, Pam. But pick a girl who doesn't go to this school.
It happens also later in the movie as well.
Oh, it
when
does?
he's at the bar and he's
and
Robert Sean Leonard Robert. Anyway, the vampire best friend. Harry Dean Leonard is trying to mind control everyone and
missing which there's I stand corrected in that in the lobby I was like, well, I don't really expect it to be set up punchline.
Yeah, you said that.
Kind of was.
You said that, and I was like, oh fuck, we gon' get it. We gon' get that.
What's going on here? Bring bring.
Hey, my pillow's not out here.
I mean, it could have been worse. Like, they could have been actually, what I want to say here, people coming from a comedic performance background, meeting this script would have hammed it up more, and it would have been worse.
Yeah.
You imagine Robin Williams in this movie.
Oh my god!
You know what I mean?
Please don't.
Exactly.
Don't do that to me.
Or, and it's not. That's not a. It's a critique of the script, not of the actors.
Yeah.
Any imagined or otherwise.
It was like, okay, so basically what happens is that...
The jokes just never land?
The jokes are not jokes.
And they shouldn't.
Yeah.
Exactly. Right.
So it's like the premise is literally that a high school boy who hasn't gotten laid since that one party gets invited to hook up with an older lady who's probably like, 27,
23.
And,
God, so
and,
I love what a non-character she is too.
Yeah.
And
so
her shoulder pad game.
And so when he's hooking up with her, she bites him, and then David Warner and his gay sidekick burst in.
Grimsdyke.
Yeah. And they interrupt the whatever, and so he, this 15-year-old child becomes a vampire.
Interruptus.
And then David Warner and Grimsdyke follow around the best friend thinking that he's the vampire, which makes no sense since they literally saw who it was, and they just...
We already covered this.
Yeah. And then, it's just...
Well, and then Renee shows up.
This is the part where I was like, oh, they're doing like a funny montage because he's having a fantasy of when he finally accepts that he's a vampire.
Oh, yeah, right.
I'm like, they start a montage. Now, why I say...
And there's fog everywhere.
There's fog everywhere.
Indoors.
It's orange tinted. The whole montage is orange tinted. So I was like, oh, this is
He just moved to South America.
This is him having a fantasy where he goes to the store and he buys wine bottles of pig's blood and beer bottles of pig's blood and pig's blood light.
Okay.
Beer cans. Sorry, I said the wrong thing. Fuck off. And then it immediately goes, and he's like, it's like this whole thing where he's like...
First time, kid?
Yeah, and so he, once he's, loading his little mini fridge with, blood... I'm like, oh, this is like a joke. This is like him fantasizing about his life's going to be super easy. He's just going to be able to buy blood in the store.
And literally, My Future's So Bright I Gotta Wear Shades is playing.
Yes. And then it just, it cuts to him and Renee opening pig beers and just having a conversation. And I'm like, So in this universe, there's at least enough vampires that there's a whole, this came out.
There's a whole economy
20 years before True Blood. Mm-hmm. And they're just basically like, oh yeah, there's a whole bunch
They live among us.
Yeah.
But only rarely does someone catch wind of this.
Yeah.
And then they threaten, and then it becomes this thing about, again, the subtext, which is
confusing,
problematic at best, where it becomes like any other minority that's persecuted.
Well, it's a rather unsavory trait of man that whenever he stumbles across something different, quite often his first impulse is to destroy it. Vampires are like any other minority that's been persecuted down through the ages.
Our reputations are a bit more tarnished than that. I mean, people think we're blood-sucking monsters.
I'm afraid a few bad apples back in the Dark Ages spoiled it for the rest of us.
Only white people in this movie. Only white people.
Zero POC.
Oh, but there's a bar scene and there's this girl dancing, and I was like, hello, Nancy from Night of the Demons, because she's fully dancing, doing the dance that Nancy did. And this girl, I was like, man, that actress almost looks like Nancy. So I was like, oh, I wonder, I'm like, it's not in the trivia, because I'd already read all the trivia, all 4 entries of fucking trivia this movie had. Right. Crazy that it doesn't have more. Mm-hmm. And I looked, it's her. It's the same fucking girl. And so I was like, oh my God, that's crazy. It was basically when did Night of the Demons came out in 90 or 88, right? So it might have even been because she did her own dance for all that shit. She didn't
88.
Yeah. So this was pre Night of the Demons. So
it was probably in production.
That's fine. But she's doing the whole thing. And so that was
that's how she got that part. Someone saw this.
I was fully that was my favorite part of the entire film.
Yeah, that's
the only good part.
And you called it.
I know.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
Yeah. It was me, Albert, Alvin, Oppenheimer, whatever my first name is, Whistler.
Abraham!
Oh, I was on that blade. And while I was on that blade, I was listening to Champagne is Also a Band.
Wait, hey, what are you talking about, Whistler? What are you getting into?
It was me. I was the one talking about Champagne is Also a Band.
Oh, cool, sweet. What were you saying?
I was just saying...
Sorry to interrupt.
I was saying that I didn't know my first name, but I knew about Champagne is Also a Band.
Yeah, what do you know about it?
Not much, just I know it. And I recommend it.
Look, I'm the one who discovered
Blade,
it.
this isn't about you.
Isn't it?
Never.
Look, I know...
They're here for me.
I know you raised me.
It was me.
I know you ate me out of my mother's womb.
Wrong franchise.
And mentored me in the swamps of Dagobah.
That part's right.
After you got bitten by Morbius.
I think that one's wrong, but I would have to fact check my own diary.
But I'm the one who discovered this podcast, brought it to you. I said, let's put it on in the shop while you're souping up the Blade Mobile.
Would you listen? Would you trust Blade, or would you trust a 57-year-old white man?
57.
I mean, and holding. I don't know how old I am. Maybe 58. Let's be honest. I recommend.
What do you like about it?
I couldn't tell you.
Wow.
I just know it's good.
Wow.
It's like when you make a good cup of coffee in the morning.
Or when you're just...
No, not that. No, not that.
Seeing the life drain from an old suckhead.
That's more a you thing than a me thing.
I love to watch him die.
I really like that Sven guy.
Yeah. Well, I'm with you there. He's a good host.
I don't think he's a vampire.
No, I would smell it.
I would not.
I would know. I would hear it and I would smell it. I would taste it on the wind.
Well, that's your perversion.
My perversion or my blessing?
Perversion.
We now join our regularly scheduled programming already in progress.
I know you know? I'm trying to acknowledge. I'm trying to give you props.
Thank you.
Thank you. In the presence of our audience.
Thank you. As opposed to your usual playing devil's advocate.
Let's say, though, if I weren't. That's like Ben Shapiro's whole thing. Let's say.
Well, I mean, let's say isn't the part I had an issue with.
Okay.
It was a confusing phrase.
Thank you very much. You got me on grammar.
What is with you?
I just don't appreciate grammar Nazis, I guess.
Well, it's the only kind of Nazi I can be, bro.
No grammar for you.
Fucking, no grammar for you. Like, the way you said it was so stupid.
I don't actually know what he sounds like.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to, I was trying to avoid sounding like anything ethnic.
Yeah.
I was trying to avoid ethnicity.
I know.
Because I don't believe it, and I don't see it. So, one people.
One people, one heart.
2 states.
Ooh. This movie, yeah, it has a message of vampires just want to be in the world and they don't want to hurt anyone, which
LOL.
What are you?
Yeah, which doesn't address also rehabilitates the predatory nature of the lady who turns Jeremy.
Yeah.
The predatory nature of that interaction.
Yeah.
She just shows up and she's buds with Renee because
yeah.
Here are some friends of mine.
And then he gets a gaggle of women.
And then they turn into wolves.
He gets a gaggle of women to turn David Warner into a vamp. And then they all turn into wolves. And
after
he says, silver bullets kill vampires, not...
Nope.
Sorry, silver bullets kill werewolves. It'll... and... Go. Silver bullets kill werewolves.
Wait, hold on. Take
Silver bullets kill werewolves, not vampires. And then they all turn into wolves. And I said, wait a minute. What? This was
also there are a bunch of dogs on his lawn.
Yeah, dogs chase after them not explained. And
there are far too many chases of various kinds in this movie that are boring as fuck. My favorite is when Jeremy's driving and Darla's in the car, and they're being chased by police and
they're chasing
the vampire hunters.
They're chasing the vampire hunters because the vampire hunters got Ralph because they think he's the vampire and they're going to kill him.
Oh, that's right.
And so he's chasing after Sean Patrick Flannery is chasing after I don't know. Is chasing after
Gol Madrid and Grimsdyke.
Ralph and Gol Madrid and Dyke Grim and then the cops are chasing after Sean Michael Robard and
Robard.
Is that a real person?
It's fun. This is fascinating to watch their process.
It's just fun to think about, Yeah, that part was when I was like, oh, I don't like this movie, I don't think.
Yeah.
That part was when I was like, oh, this is... And then...
I usually love a car chase. I don't know about usually or love, but I can be a fan of.
I said, I usually love, and I said,
if
two
it's
words,
good.
2 words I've never heard.
Me, Tina, I always love. No, if it's done well, I have respect.
Yeah.
But this was, woo.
If it's done well, I have respect. That I have heard.
Twice he goes up on 2 wheels.
Very well, too. It looks so perfectly.
I like how he's like, whoa, whoa, whoa. And then they flip, they roll.
When they flip and roll, that part I said.
He's like, are you okay?
And her hand is out of the window. I'm like, I don't think so. I think she has no arm left. She's all right now.
It'd be left, though.
It's true. It took me that long to understand what the fuck words you said, so that's why I was like...
What's left behind?
Triggered.
Oh. All right. Well, that's...
Would you recommend this film?
Nah, not so much.
Yeah. I'd recommend Night of the Demons.
For sure. I definitely resonate.
Oh, I definitely resonate.
I definitely reverend. No, I mean, especially after watching Fright Night right before this.
Yeah.
I feel like it's a much better teen vampire.
For sure.
Are they teens?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Because they're in high school.
I mean, also, there's so much to deconstruct about. I know this is where I started going off at the beginning of the episode, but
yeah.
we don't always bring it up every time, but
but we could.
We could. And I don't want to let myself, I want to root out this part of conditioning, like socializing, whatever. I don't know. It's just it's
okay, baby. It's okay, baby.
I mean, it really was the 80s that blew up this suburban white habitus. Everyone's upper middle class.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
If it's a teen movie, then everybody lives in these big houses, or even something like Better Off Dead, which is like they're not. It's not a John Hughes movie, or like the crazy houses everybody lives in this. I mean, Jeremy's family's house is the most humble, I guess, but
right.
How about the neon fucking address outside of Darla's house?
Right.
But then the one scene when we see Ralph going home and his house is got columns up front. Anyway, and this town somehow has a fucking decrepit old manor that the vampire lady moves into.
That gets blowed up immediately.
Oh yeah, that was good. That was kind of like the peak of the movie. Downhill from there.
Yeah. It said blow up.
I don't know. I thought there were some interesting ideas in the movie. Like I liked the idea of the Renee showing up just to be like the guide.
Yeah, I hated it.
I hated the execution.
Yeah.
I liked it as a premise.
That's fair. I hated how much movie of the week music played when he and Renee were talking. I'm like, please stop.
100%.
Please stop.
It went from
stop.
Kind of quirky, hilarious, and like the guidebook.
Yeah.
They kept. He's like, you really got. What I said when we first saw it, when it first ended, I said, this feels like a movie that was meant to try to launch a TV series.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Because that's the level of jokes.
That neither ever got released.
What's neither?
The movie that was supposed to launch a TV show also, it was so bad it never actually made it to it never made it to air.
Right.
I think you know that TV pilot that I sent you on Instagram, where the dog was like a cop.
No.
It was like a resurrected cop dog.
Oh yeah. Who was it though?
And it was the dude in it. I believe the same guy that was like the star of the show is the dude in the Chimera episode of CSI where he just kept raping women because he had chimerism.
What's that guy? I thought it was somebody more known, like a Dick Butkus or something. And Alex Karras.
We gonna get that.
Extra special thanks once again to Champagne is also a band podcast. Please check them out at champagneIsAlsoABand.podbean.com.